When the US invaded Vietnam, they had no idea that the strength and will of the Vietnamese people would be enough to break the strongest army in the whole world.
I immediately initiated a program to end the war and win an honorable peace.
The street behind me is part of the Ho Chi Minh Trail, the road that drove America crazy during its war in Vietnam, making it bomb it relentlessly, to the extent that the areas bombed along this road became the most bombed places in all of history. And yet, they couldn't get rid of this road, which eventually led to them losing the Vietnam War. Join me on this journey as I explore Vietnam from north to south, to tell you stories about the Vietnamese people, their history, culture, food, and everything you need to know about them. Let's go! Vietnam is considered one of the best countries in the world for tourism. Cheap, with friendly people, and breathtaking nature and experiences. But to reach this point, they went through years of war, the most significant being the Vietnam War and the American intervention. A war that lasted 20 years, during which they fiercely resisted, so that they achieve independence and unification under one flag. For a long time, I've dreamed of crossing Vietnam from north to south, and finally, the time has come. It's a very long journey, but I'll take you through the history of Vietnam with me.
Hey Siri. Will there be rain today?
It doesn't look like it's going to rain today.
Nice. I started my journey from Hanoi, the capital city, and bought this motorbike from there. I bought this motorbike for $400. There are many Facebook groups selling motorbikes at ridiculous prices, even as low as $200 or less. So I bought this one. It felt like it's a classic. It's perfect for a journey where we'll be talking about history. I felt like it's from World War II. It broke down 1,000 times yesterday, but no worries. The accelerator stopped working. Something inside broke or snapped.
Come on!
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 Ah! Come on!
Come on!
On! Come on!
Come on!
Come on!
Come on!
Man, it's hard. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. These guys saved my life today. I have no idea how my backpack is still secure, but it worked out. And I have a jacket. I don't even know why I brought it. I rode for almost 7 hours yesterday until I reached this city called Vinh. Now I need to leave here and continue towards the south. This motorbike is a piece of junk. It broke down 1,000 times, but it looks nice. Bike's dead, and we haven't even started. And the part that starts it fell off. How do we get it back? Let's see. Like this? This kind man stopped and pushed me with his foot from his motorbike.
Come on!
This means thank you. This part fell off. We need to find a place to repair the motorbike. We haven't even started yet. Last night, the motorbike broke down again. But again, someone helped me the same way. It seems like this is a common method here. He's trying to help me get to a repair shop. We found a place that fixes motorbikes. You're the best. Thank you very much. Hello? Xin chào. Yesterday, I was supposed to drive double the distance I drove. But the motorbike problem slowed me down. And today, it's the same story. Oh God. The owner of the shop arrived.
Come on. Come on.
Thank you. If I don't buy a long-sleeved shirt now, my skin will melt. I found this shop on the road. Look, that won't work. I got this shirt. It's clear it's made for sun protection while riding because it comes with something to cover your hands so they don't get burned. The sun is really strong. It's 38 degrees. Let me try to say thank you.
Come on. Come on.
She didn't understand me. My goal in this Vietnam trip is to learn how to say thank you.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Wrong. I'm riding this motorbike for about 1,600 kilometers. God help you. I decided to do the same because it's really like hell out here.
Xin chào. Water. Water. Do you have cold water?
Bạn có nước lạnh không?
Yeah? Okay.
Vào chọn.
Where is the water?
This water. Come on. Come on. No. Come on. Come.
Cảm ơn.
Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come on.
It looks like lemon juice. But it's so hot. And it's clear that here, in this country, people don't go out much. Especially in these days, because it's so hot. Most of the shops along the road are closed. It's crazy. There are 2 foreigners here riding bicycles. I don't know how they can do that in this heat. I'm not sure what this is, but it's really refreshing. It's lemon juice with no fizz. It has a cooling taste. I don't know how they add that. Must try if you visit Vietnam. Wherever we go, we see pictures of Ho Chi Minh and the leaders of Vietnam. Also, Ho Chi Minh's picture is on all the bills in Vietnam. I also saw they have sugarcane juice, see? So I asked her to make me a glass with ice.
Oh. Come on. Come on.
Đi à?
No, I'll drink it here.
Thank you. Come on. Thank you. Camera.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Say hello. Goodbye. Back on the road. The motorbike broke down again. And every time it broke, it was because the bags fell off. There's no place on the motorbike to put my bags on. When you buy a motorbike in Vietnam, make sure it has a place for the bags.
Hello, xin chào.
Hello.
Xin chào.
Hello.
How are you?
My name is Vũ.
How are you đi?
What should I do with the chain? I really don't understand. It's all because of the bags. If only they knew how many times the motorbike broke down. They would tell me to have some dignity and throw it in the trash and take the bus. They also insisted on tying the bag for me. She's so kind. She's giving me soap because my hands are dirty.
Cảm ơn Việt Nam. Come on. Yes. Tôi yêu Việt Nam. Tôi yêu Việt Nam. Thank you.
My man. Very good. Thank you.
Bye bye.
I'm so exhausted, guys. The road is hard. He did his job. I stopped to eat.
Phở?
Phở.
Phở. Phi phở?
Vâng.
Phở.
I found a random hotel on the road. I stopped, and they let me bring the motorbike inside and park it at the reception. The room here is for $270,000. $11. Let's see what type of room you get for $11 in Vietnam, on the desert road. It's not really a desert though. This is the room you get for $11. On Vietnam's desert road from north to south. It was a tiring day, folks. I hope tomorrow will be better. Finally, today we're going to see some places after driving for 2 days. Good morning. Hello. First thing, let me fill up on gas before we break down. Enough with the problems we've had. Man, it's crazy how much they load things onto these motorbikes. Look, the tank filled up for $7. We've reached the tunnel's Vin Mock. Now we're going inside, and I'll show you the tunnels and tell you their story.
Yes, you have tickets?
Yeah, 50,000 dong for one ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, for what?
One.
Yeah.
The province I'm currently in is called Vin Linh. It's located exactly on the border that used to divide North and South Vietnam, which made it a sensitive area. The people who lived in this area were farmers and civilians. But these civilians were helping the North Vietnamese army in their war against America. So, of course, America began bombing the entire area. They wanted to force the people of this area to move further north so they wouldn't help the army. What the people here did was they delivered weapons and supplies to a nearby island, since they're close to the sea. The island is called Con Co, and the North Vietnamese army used that island to attack South Vietnam and American forces. So with the continuous bombing, they had to find a solution. And what they did was build tunnels underground. These tunnels are different from the ones the fighters used, which we'll see in southern Vietnam near Ho Chi Minh. Let's go inside and see what's in the tunnels. This is the third entrance. Wow. The tunnels I'm in now are 2 kilometers long underground, and they have 6 entrances. You can visit them as a tourist and see how they lived underground. The farmers were living in these tunnels. They would only come up to farm or harvest and then go back underground to stay safe. Oh look, now the tunnel is starting to descend deeper. Can you imagine? This entire tunnel was built with very simple tools. They didn't have big machinery. They dug it by hand. They started in 1965 and finished in 1967. It took them 2 full years to build themselves a city underground. Look how soldiers would guard the tunnel. Someone would sit here in a hiding spot, And as soon as someone they didn't know passed by, they'd shoot. Look how their rooms were. Just a small opening inside the tunnel, and they'd have something on the ground to sit on. They would cook, eat, and do everything here. There was a complete system for life underground. Here we have the exit that leads directly to the sea. Wow, how long are these tunnels? I've only been walking for 10 minutes and I'm exhausted. So how did people live here for years? This is probably the exit they used to transport weapons and supplies by boat towards Conco Island. Can you imagine that they lived right next to this beach and all this beauty? But still, they were forced to live there underground. After all this walking, I realized I was still on the first level of the tunnels. I looked below and found there's still a way down. This first level was for living, but the lower levels, as far as I understand, were bomb shelters. Drilling bomb shelter. My hat?
Our people live
Live, yes.
Yeah,
With the hat.
hat.
Ah.
Yeah.
Chào.
Xin chào. Hello.
I found a dark, unmarked path. No idea where it leads, but I'm about to find out. I've been walking for 10 minutes and haven't reached anywhere yet. The bats have started to come out. So it's clear that this part of the tunnels hasn't been restored yet. Let me go back. It's amazing that when I look at the Vietnamese people walking inside the tunnel, their height is just right. But I can't stand straight without bending my neck. My back hurts and I'm soaked in sweat. It's so humid inside, it's unbelievable. I can't imagine spending a day there, let alone 10 years. The Americans bombed this area so heavily, it said each person here had 7 tons of explosives dropped on them. Can you imagine that? 7 tons for every single person. And yet, they couldn't reach the tunnels. Look at this crater here. A bomb crater. This hole was made by American bombing. They were trying to reach the tunnels underneath. When they first built the tunnels, the people here built them at a depth of 10 meters. But eventually, the American bombing reached down to 10 meters, so they increased the depth to 30 meters. No American bomb could reach that depth, except for one shell that reached 30 meters and didn't explode. The people underground used its hole as a ventilation shaft, so they benefited from that bomb reaching them down there. And look, even above ground, they made a series of pathways they used for moving around, either on foot, by bicycle, or any other way, so that when they came out of the tunnels, they wouldn't walk on the surface above and be seen by anyone watching the area. This is another entrance, one of the 6 entrances they made to enter the tunnels. Entrance number 5.
Oh, hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Come out.
I don't find
Your friends?
no,
Bless your heart.
the forest.
Very hard to breathe inside.
It's normal.
It's normal,
Still
yeah?
my country. This is that size.
Yeah.
I don't forget because I old year. I 68.
You are 68?
Yeah.
You look much younger.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, 68. You remember the war?
Bạn nhớ gì về chiến tranh?
Vietnamese.
Dạ tiếng bom những chàng trai.
She's telling me when they used to come out of the bomb shelters as soon as they heard the sound of bombs. She remembers how the warriors looked, even at night under the moonlight. She tells me there were young boys who, before going to war, would look at her with a farewell gaze, knowing they were leaving and might not return. They were leaving their homeland to fight, and their eyes were innocent.
Wow. You were teacher? Teacher. Yes?
You very intelligent.
She was a teacher, and she's telling me about her students who left school to go fight in the war.
Xin chào.
Có phải là quân đội không?
Xin chào.
Aftershock was the sound of bombs. Young men.
Xin chào. Xin chào. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Anh xin cảm ơn.
Không thì anh xin cảm ơn.
Anh xin cảm ơn.
À đúng.
Anh xin cảm ơn.
Anh xin cảm ơn.
Thank you.
Ở nước nào?
Come on.
Xin cảm ơn.
Xin cảm ơn.
Honestly, this hat saved my head in the tunnels. Look at how many hits I took on my head. It protected me, really. I'm impressed. Time for ice cream. I'm sweating.
Ở Việt Nam ăn kem ngon không?
Hong Kong.
Ở Việt
Bán
Nam.
khoai hồng.
Bán chi?
She thought I spoke Vietnamese because I said 2 words.
Ah, yes, please.
Okay.
You're the best. A soldier in the Vietnamese army wants to take a picture with me. It's my honor. Take the mask off. She's hugging me as if I'm her son.
Tôi yêu Việt Nam.
Tôi yêu Việt Nam.
Tôi yêu Việt Nam.
Rồi. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Huh? Thank you. Bye bye.
Let's go back to the motorbike. Don't even ask how I'm leaving the motorcycle with everything that matters to me still on it, just sitting there. These are basically all my belongings. Thankfully, nothing bad has happened to me so far. I've been driving for about half an hour, and on the sides of the roads I see these piles of wheat. I don't understand what's going on. It seems to be wheat harvesting season. Or is this rice? Oh, this is rice. Okay, I was wrong, guys. This is rice. It's the first time I've seen it after harvest. Look, I think they're leaving it out in the sun to dry properly, and then they'll extract the rice from the inside.
Good. Rice? This is rice? Yes? Ah.
The streets are all full of rice. I stopped to check this place here. It's called the Truong Son Military Cemetery. I stopped here to show you this place and pay my respects to the Vietnamese fighters who gave their lives for freedom.
Viếng hương hồn các anh hùng liệt sĩ đang yên nghỉ tại Nhật.
I'm just giving my respects. The Truong Son Military Cemetery was supposed to hold 33,000 fallen soldiers, but only 13,000 were found. The rest remain missing in the mountains to this day. In total, about 3 million people died in the Vietnam War, including 1 million Vietnamese civilians and around 1 million Vietnamese soldiers, plus 60,000 American soldiers, and the rest was from Cambodia and Laos and other places. The majority of the graves here were made for those who gave their lives to build the Ho Chi Minh Trail. which was key to Vietnam's victory in the war against America. They wanted to honor them, and so they buried those who died there specifically in this place. I'll tell you more about the story of the Ho Chi Minh Trail soon. We have several sculptures that show the struggle of the Vietnamese people. The carving is really well done. They carved into rock. It looks like granite or something, I'm not sure. But the details are really nice. You can feel the heritage of this people. Check out the sculptures placed at the entrance of the cemetery. Most of them depict the people who were digging through the mountains and the Ho Chi Minh Trail, making it a path for soldiers to travel from North Vietnam to the south.
Hello. Vang Khoi Khong. Vang Khoi Khong. Vang Khoi Khong.
They have sugarcane. Perfect cause I need a break. I ordered one sugarcane juice. One of the common things in Vietnam is that most of the shops are part of people's homes. So, this place we're in now, this is their home. There's the kitchen over there. You see the kitchen? And most likely that's the bedroom over here. With Wi-Fi, this is their shop. Anyone passing by the street stops and buys something here, but they're actually living here. It's not just a shop. And this is how it is all over Vietnam. Restaurants, shops, you find them following the same system. Finally, I want to feel refreshed. I've realized that I came here during a heat wave. Usually people don't visit Vietnam during this time. Thank God for juices. Let's continue our journey. Finally, I made it.
You are Vietcon? Vietcon?
After the Battle of Dien Bien Phu, where the Vietnamese soldiers defeated the French colonial forces and French colonialism ended, Ho Chi Minh declared that Vietnam had become an independent country for the first time in history. But in South Vietnam, there was a ruler named Bao Dai. He was loyal to America and did not believe in the socialist ideas being promoted in the North. As a result, the Geneva Agreement was established, which stipulated that Vietnam would be divided between North and South along the 17th parallel, with the agreement that after 2 years, elections would be held, and the people would decide their fate, whether they wanted the Northern government to rule them or the Southern. But of course, the South and the US outright refused to allow these elections to occur because they were certain that the North would win. And if the North won, it would mean a greater spread of socialist ideas, something America was highly against. This is all that remains of this helicopter, which was shot down by the Vietnamese men. They had anti-aircraft weapons and surprised the American planes. Before we continue the story of the war, let me take you on a tour of the Kassem military base I just arrived at. This base was located south of the border between North and South Vietnam. This base was used by the Americans to launch their attacks on the North. But today, it has been turned into a museum. This museum contains destroyed American vehicles. The vehicles that America left behind. The first thing we see here is this massive airplane. Unfortunately, there's no information about it here. But it's huge. That's the only thing I know. And it's armed with missiles. But sadly, there's no entrance. I would have loved to go inside to see what's there. This is one of the real planes that fought in the Vietnam War. And the military base we're on is a real military base. Here, American forces fought against North Vietnamese forces to support the South and its capitalist system. But of course, in the end, they failed. Amazing. U.S. Air Force. Let's go and continue our tour. There are many places to see on this base. Truly, the will of the people wins over everything. These behind us are the bunkers where the American army used to hide. If we go down below, look. Here we have a fully fortified room. I'm not sure what it's made of. Is it concrete, sand, or what? But the amazing thing is here outside. Look at these trenches that the soldiers used to take cover. I've only ever seen trenches like these in movies. When I watch American movies and the soldiers are fighting, they're hiding in places like this, popping their heads out to shoot and then ducking back. Now, we'll talk about the reason why America started its offensive in Vietnam. We'll talk about the real reason, which is that America was against the spread of socialism in East Asia. They didn't want to lose allies, and South Vietnam was against the idea of socialism. So America wanted to support the South at the expense of the North to stop the spread of socialism, because the North was supported by China and the Soviet Union. Here we have the American Army's bunkers. Look, the soldier would poke his weapon out from here and try to hit the enemy through this opening. Look, here's another room where they would take cover. This is the path. Here we have the tank section. There's a complete selection here. The helicopter behind me is called CH-47. This helicopter was used for transport, for medical evacuation, and for military maneuvers, serving as the main aircraft. This is it. It's huge as well, but it wasn't primarily a combat aircraft. Here we have some of the equipment that the American Army used. They say these are some of the shells that America fired on the border area between the North and the South. These are all remains of real shells that were fired on this area back in those days. I ordered a cup of Vietnamese coffee. They're a coffee-producing country, and their coffee is different from any other countries. I don't know, they have a special machine they use, and the coffee comes out really, really bitter. No. This time it's maybe a bit less bitter.
You Vietnamese soldiers.
Really? You like it?
But nice beard.
Thank you.
I travel alone.
Alone. Oh.
Well, playman.
But you like my hat?
I like.
Thank you. This is from 1964?
Yeah.
This is an American soldier's water bottle from the year 1964. Wow. Oh my God, it's written on it. 64.
How much? How much?
It's 500.
500,000.
I mean, he's selling this water bottle for approximately $20. It's a decent price. Really, it's not expensive considering its history. A water bottle from the American soldiers from the Vietnam War in 1964 for $20. Are those bees? Hello? They have bees with them. I saw people selling food on the street, but I don't know what kind of food it is. But man, there are so many people, it must be tasty. What do you have? Chicken? Looks like they have chicken. And of course soup. And noodles. I'm not sure how it'll taste, but I'm hungry now. I'll sit here. Look at how the pho is one whole dough. Then they cut it with a knife. Now I understand how they make pho. They're eating something with eggs.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Trứng vịt, tiếng Việt là trứng vịt luôn. Trứng vịt, tiếng Việt, trứng vịt luôn.
I know this dish from the Philippines. It's called balut. It's a fertilized duck egg with a partially developed embryo. They take it before the chick fully forms and eat it. Bon appétit! They sprinkle salt on it. Come on, why can't I get this right? No one is understanding me. Come on. This is probably one of the strangest dishes in the world. And right now, I don't feel like trying it. Maybe I'll try it when I visit the Philippines because it's so famous there. How do you say bon appétit in Vietnamese?
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
It's tasty. Fish noodles. I don't know what type of fish, but it's fish. Oh, wow. Oh dear. Look at all the dust and dirt because of the trucks I had to pass through. Wow. If I tell you what I did, you'll think I'm crazy and that I deserve it. I walked back 2 hours on the path I had taken because I wanted to see a place I passed by without noticing. This bridge. This is the bridge where you can actually see the point that once marked the division between North and South Vietnam.
Hello, xin chào.
Where are you
Bạn
from?
khỏe không?
Khỏe.
Palestine.
Palestine?
Yes.
Oh, you travel here?
Yes, tourist.
If I time traveled to before 1975, half of me would be standing right now in South Vietnam and the other half in North Vietnam, and here is the dividing line. Since we're here, let me tell you an important story from the history of the Vietnam War. After the period of French colonialism, there were minor clashes between the North and the South, but the actual war started in 1965 due to an incident known as the Gulf of Tonkin incident. If we walk along this river in that direction for about 30 kilometers, we'll reach the Gulf of Tonkin in Vietnam. In this Gulf, there was an American military ship called the Maddox. And in August 1964, America claimed that North Vietnamese forces attacked the Maddox ship in the Gulf of Tonkin twice. And because of this incident, the US Congress gave President Johnson unlimited powers to do whatever was necessary to control the situation. And of course, he did the expected. He started a full-scale war on North Vietnam. This situation eventually escalated to the point where, by the year 1969, the United States had deployed around 500,000 American soldiers to Vietnam. Can you imagine that? 500,000 American soldiers were sent all the way to Vietnam to fight and die in a war thousands of miles from home. And of course, it was all because of the Cold War. They wanted to stop the spread of socialism. But what no one knew at that time was that, in fact, the Tonkin incident was fabricated by the US to start this war. And that's why the Vietnam War started. You see, almost 2 hours back on the road I came from, just so I could tell you this story. So for anyone who hasn't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm really putting in the effort. Here we have a memorial. Let's go see what's there. This flagpole was on the side of North Vietnam, with a flag 12 meters long. The purpose was to send a message to the people in the south of Vietnam that the national spirit of the North was so strong. And around the flag, they placed a significant part of the region's history. Here, it shows how industry developed, how education advanced. I'm not entirely sure of the chronological sequence of this mosaic here. This is Ho Chi Minh, and here we have the Viet Cong. National Front for the Liberation of South Vietnam, which won. Good night, see you tomorrow, and stay tuned till the end of the video because we'll reach stages of the war, history, and really interesting stories. And we'll go to the south to see and experience the tunnels that the fighters used.
You have room? Yes? You have.
Good morning. Before I do anything, today I want to change the engine oil. Honestly, my boy deserves it. He worked really hard. 4 days of continuous driving. Look at the oil coming out, it's black. I'm not sure if that's normal, or is it really dirty and needs changing. Thank you. I don't know if it's cheap or expensive, but the oil change cost me $4. As I was driving, a group of fields and farms on the right side of the road caught my attention. It's clear that it's harvest season now, so I went down to greet the people and see them. The kids are scared of me. Here, it looks like they're preparing the rice. Is this wheat or rice? Honestly, I'm not sure if it's wheat or rice.
This is this?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Oh. Rice.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Xin chào.
I've never actually seen how rice is harvested. I always spot rice fields from afar, but I never really understood the process. Like, where does the rice even come from? So now we'll see together. It seems that when the hot season comes and the rice ripens, the grains form inside these small husks at the top of the plant. This is where the rice actually comes from. Wow! Let me try eating a grain of rice straight from the plant. What's inside? Inside you find a grain of rice, but it's very soft. Like with a little pressure, it turns into powder. I guess the drying process and when they put it under the sun, like we saw earlier on the streets, that's what makes it more solid and firm.
Hello. Xin chào.
Hello, xin chào.
Bán hồi không? Bán hồi không?
I'm not sure if I said it wrong or if they're surprised that I'm speaking the language.
Bán hồi không? Bán hồi không? Bán hồi không? Bán hồi không?
This is supposed to mean, how are you? But it's not working. So these, everyone, are the rice fields from which we get the rice we eat in our countries.
Tôi yêu Việt Nam. Tôi yêu Việt Nam.
Good.
Vietnam beautiful.
Good.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
These kids are the only ones who understood me when I said thank you, and they're the cutest.
High five.
Hello, my old friend. Goodbye. This is the start of the Ho Chi Minh Road. I'll drive a considerable part of it. At the beginning of the Vietnam War, there was a group called Viet Cong. They were in South Vietnam, but they were against the American occupation and the Southern government. So they were resistance fighters, but from the South. So these resistance fighters needed someone to help and supply them with weapons and gear. The side that supported them was, of course, North Vietnam, because they were allies. But to get them the weapons and everything they needed a route, because the border between the North and South was very narrow. And that's why they built the Ho Chi Minh Trail. So, I'm now at the Duc Rong Bridge. This was actually the place where the Ho Chi Minh Trail began. Back in the day, it wasn't a big bridge like it is now. It was a small iron bridge, and they used it on their way from the north to the south. There's a memorial here, but I'm not sure of the details as there's no information available. Nothing is even written on it. So now that we've reached the bridge and the start of the Ho Chi Minh Trail, I'll take you with me to explore part of it. We'll drive for about 2 hours so we can cover a significant part of Vietnam's history on the motorbike. And along the way, we'll see a number of villages and people, and I'll tell you more about this amazing Ho Chi Minh Trail. Right behind those mountains you see over there is Laos. I'm now standing in the border area between the two countries. Did you know that Laos is the country with the highest concentration of bombings in the whole world? This is the most heavily bombed country in the world. These bombs were dropped during the Vietnam War, even though Laos had absolutely nothing to do with the war in the first place. The reason was that the Ho Chi Minh Trail passed through Laos. So America brought hell down on Laos. Even though it had nothing to do with the Vietnam War. Look, they even have the Laos flag here. I think it's a transport company or something. The road so far is very nice. The nature around you, the rice fields. I even entered the mountainous area, and the villages are very beautiful. Like this village I stopped at now. I want to go in and see what's inside, how people live here. The road is really entertaining, especially for those who love riding motorcycles. The mountains are all winding roads. It's really fun to ride through them. I think this is their supermarket here. Is this the supermarket?
Hello. Xin chào.
Can I have you?
Yes, water.
Water?
Yes.
One nước there. That's right.
Okay. A small, you have small?
Small.
Look at how the supermarket is. It's also their home. Here we have a kitchen table. There's the bed. And over there is a fridge. And the kitchen where they cook. Interesting. So the supermarket is actually their home. What's strange is that everywhere I go, I see this same thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but in some places, they have something inside. I think it might be something religious. Maybe it brings blessings to the home?
Xin chào. Vang khói không?
Their homes are very simple. Most of them have a space underneath, I think for storage or like a backyard. And above, it's usually the closed rooms. And underneath the house, they store firewood and other materials. Look how they place their kitchen items after washing them. I think this is the sink and the strainer. And we have a water tank for getting water. Look at the old man and his wife. They're standing all day, just watching people come and go. I want to come and see. See? Okay. Let's see how their homes are. The children. You're learning about money from a young age? He set up a mattress for me.
Come on. Come on.
No, no.
Come on.
No.
No?
No, which English.
No English. Come on. Come on. Come on.
No.
I can't get it right. This is the old man and his wife. You look fantastic.
No.
Beautiful. Very good.
How nice. They have a television. They sleep here. And this is the parents' bedroom. Everything is hanging above. People here really live differently than we do. Oh, he wants to offer me water.
Come on.
This is hot water. It's a custom in China. They drink hot water. So it seems they do that here as well. How old are you?
1936.
He was born in 1936.
Is that you in the picture?
Có phải bạn trong hình?
Yes. Did you fight with Vietnam in the war?
Bạn đã chiến đấu với Việt Nam trong chiến tranh.
Huh? Ah. Did you fight against the United States of America?
Bạn đã chiến đấu chống lại Hợp chủng quốc Hoa Kỳ.
Yes? Can you tell me what do you remember from those days?
Nhớ chi cả hồi chiến tranh.
Remember, during the war, when Russia and the US fought against Vietnam, I was in the army.
How many years did you spend in the army? 10 years. And do you like living in this area now?
Vì là không có là đất ruộng.
He's telling me that the problem in this area is that there seems to be no treatment and no hospitals. And he's not able to complete his treatment. I hope it gets better soon.
This is come on. Thank
Cảm
you.
ơn nha.
Come on.
Cảm ơn.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a gesture of support for the Vietnamese resistance forces. This man was in the Vietnamese army. The Ho Chi Minh Trail was a network of rugged mountain roads that connected North Vietnam to South Vietnam. Most of the roads pass through Laos and then enter South Vietnam in various areas. What made this route challenging for America was that it was almost impossible to see from the air. The entire road was covered with trees. Second of all, it allowed them to launch attacks from different areas along the southern border. They were not limited by the border between North and South Vietnam. This aspect frustrated America. When the road was first built, you needed to walk for 6 months to reach the south. In the later stages of the war, trucks could even travel along it, and they could cover the entire road in a week. I left the motorcycle for a quarter of an hour, and it's still there. It's safe here, but I wouldn't do this in a big city like Hanoi, for example. Just here because the people are nice and simple.